Hello and welcome to the Christmas special of the Geeks Handbag. Hello everybody, coming to you from a grotto somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Here's the Geeks Handbag. Let's see what Santa's brought us today. Gold coins, lovely. Be having those later. No, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about this. It is the Day of the Doctor, which was the 50th anniversary episode of Doctor Who. This is the Blu-ray of it. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Wasn't what I was expecting. I think I enjoyed it more the second time I watched it. But I thought Matt Smith and David Tennant together were really good. And I thought John Hurt was really good. I really enjoyed his character. I mean, I think possibly if Christopher Eccleston had decided to come back, that is pretty much the part he would have played. And I really rate Chris as a Doctor, so I was a bit gutted that he didn't return, but I thought John Hurt was great. I thought he brought a nice sort of levelness to it, and I loved his speech about getting old and the fear in their eyes and all that sort of thing. So yeah, overall, I think an enjoyable episode. Perhaps it just slightly didn't hit the mark for what I was expecting as the 50th anniversary episode, but I really did enjoy it, and I think there's a lot in there, you know, to enjoy. So we had a surprise. So spoilers coming up. If you haven't seen the episode, surely you've seen the episode. But if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, Tom Baker suddenly appeared at the end as the curator. Now, what is this all about? I don't know. All I know is I loved seeing him on the screen. I thought it was great. I don't really care that it's a mystery and we don't know. I just think it's nice. We don't need to have explanations for everything. I thought it was really good to see him back on our screens in Doctor Who, rather than being a waxwork as he was in the Five Doctors. And that brings me to the point about what I was expecting from this episode. I think I expected more companions, old companions and villains, and perhaps a bit more sort of a shout out to the old series, which we had quite a few bits in there, but not quite what I was expecting. But I guess we did have that in the Five Doctors, so, you know, we don't really want the same thing over again, I guess. So, you know, good on Stephen Moffat for coming up with something totally different, and for finally addressing the Time War, which has been kind of lingering in the background of the series for, well, it's pretty much since it came back now in 2005. So it's good that that's finally done and out the way, and it would seem the Doctor is on a new quest now, a new adventure to find Gallifrey maybe. So interesting to see where the show goes from here. The Blu-ray itself, well, it hasn't got that many special features on it, surprisingly. I mean, the BBC have done quite a lot of special editions and box sets and things for Doctor Who. So it's surprising that for such a big sort of episode as this, that it's just got a standard case. But I mean, nothing wrong with it. But yeah, not much on the way of features. There's just a little documentary on there called Doctor Who Explained. The behind the scenes, which is very short. And it's got the Night of the Doctor on there, starring Paul McGann. Now this was great. This was a little 6-7 minute episode, which finally brought Paul McGann back to our screens as the 8th Doctor. The only thing I would say is that this came in at a strange running time of 76 minutes. I know there was talk of the Paul McGann episode leaking, but I would just have had it at the start of this. I wouldn't have had it tucked away on the red button or YouTube or whatever. I would have started this episode so that we got Paul McGann in the 50th episode, and it would have brought it to a nice sort of 85-90 minute story. But I don't know, I'm sure there's reasons for it, but that's what I would like to see. In either way, it was just fantastic to see Paul McGann back as the Doctor. When John Hurt started to regenerate, when he gets in the TARDIS and starts to regenerate, we just about see him start to turn into Christopher Eccleston. And at the XL, Matt, the effects guy, was saying that they did do a lot more of that, and he was surprised that they didn't show it. So I'm wondering if there's a reason for that, but surely one day we'll get to see that full regeneration if that's what they filmed. So there it is, the Day of Doctor, a good, enjoyable episode for the Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. Right, may I just take this opportunity to wish everybody, each and every one of you, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Cheers everybody. Right, better get the turkey in.